trade recap, our trade journal for March 13, 2024. Today was another bad day, a max loss day, really. And it started off bad and just kept getting worse, really. The first trade I'll talk about, well, let's move to, I think this might have been my second trade. So I took this trade kind of, mimicking my mentor, which I shouldn't have done, but I don't know. I think I was feeling just confident today, and basically my confidence ended up biting me in the butt. So I just thought I could just, do whatever. But yeah, and I figured since I'll be trading these stocks now a bit more, the higher price stocks, it's going to be easier. So I had this confidence going into this trade, into the day, that really ended up hurting me. So I went short here, confirmation below this break, this support level. Now, I knew it's a possibility that stock could come up. I've seen this time and time again when you take this particular strategy, which is why I stopped really trading it. But however, I took it today, and given my small account or the limitations on my account, I shouldn't have took it here. If I was going to take it, I needed to take it here or as it's breaking out and anticipating the break. But I was trying to be like my mentor today, and yeah, he gave it more room than I did, and he still got stopped out. But in addition to all that, I don't even like how the stock trades, so I had no business being in it. But anyways, I got stopped out, and that's that. Should have never taken the trade. To grade it, I would say setup was okay. I just don't like the setup too much. So the setup is probably C plus. Execution pass. Entry A. Overall trade is C. Yeah. Let's get into another one of my early trades. Oh yeah, so this might have been the second trade. Yeah, no, this was the first trade I took. Again, following my mentor a bit, but this trade I actually don't mind. This is the opening range breakdown of the 5 minute, and I took an anticipatory trade. It started going in my favor. No, I didn't. Actually, before it went down, it went up and stopped me out. So this was a loss. But again, my mentor was able to give it more room, and it eventually worked out in his favor. So you got one, maybe two profit hits, base hits on this, whereas I took an L, unfortunately. With 50 shares, giving it $4 of wiggle room, that's $200 basically. So yeah, a big loss here. But man, this could have been a really good winner. To grade it, I would say the setup is a B, my entry A, execution pass, overall trade a B. It just didn't work out, that's all. Sigma Now here's one. This was a small loss. I only bought 300 shares, and I got out maybe somewhere around here. But I not anticipating the break. Yeah, anticipating the breakout. This was kind of the slingshot pattern, and the problem was I saw it and I quickly rushed in it, and then after a minute or two, I realized I shouldn't even be in the trade. So I was trying to get out, and I was struggling emotionally trying to get out with the green. So even if it was $5, $10, but so I just kept waiting and waiting and waiting for it just to turn this red candle to be green. But then it started going down, and I ended up just exiting out as it started going down with about maybe $50 loss or $35 loss, maybe 40. But yeah, I just realized it just wasn't worth the risk. It's another low float stock, and I knew it's going to whipsaw and probably stop me out, even though my stop was, I think, below this candle. It just wasn't worth. There was not much reward. I didn't feel like so. Had I gotten in here, maybe I would have stuck with it, but I kind of chased it a bit, which is another bad thing. But to grade it, I would give it a C for setup, entry a D, execution pass, overall trade D plus. So I took a trade on Tesla. Now this particular stock, this was one of the few winners, or maybe the only winner I had today. But it did take some work, and it was almost a loss. It was literally 1 cent away from my stop loss. So I went short on the break, and it comes back up, and then let's see. Yeah, it almost takes me out right there. And then I decided, well, I'll give it a little bit more room and raise my stop about 25 cents. And my target was 170 or 170.05. It comes down, hits 170.40 or something like that. And then comes up, and then here's where I decided, well, I'm not going to sit around and wait for this to stop me out, so I just exited out right here before the run up. But yeah, I would eventually hit my target, it looks like, at the end of the day, but I didn't want to hold that long, and I didn't want to take the risk. It's Tesla. Tesla can go all the way back up to from red to green, so I'm not too mad at this trade. The entry on this solid B, execution pass, setup B, overall trade B. Here's very. So another stock. I shouldn't have taken this one. Trying to take a bounce on the 20, and it just failed. This was another trade I shouldn't have taken. The setup is a D. The execution is A. or pass. Entry D, overall trade D. And so after all those losses, I decided to take a gamble. Now this stock just will print. I didn't halt, print, halt, print, halt. Not as bad as this, or this, but still. I was like, what the heck? I originally wanted to get in here, but it halted. It would not let me in. And then I just took a complete gamble. But as soon as I get in, I pretty much get out with, as the stock goes up maybe 5 or 10 cents. And I get stopped out or taken out as I basically hit my max loss for the day. So this was just a dumb trade altogether. This is not even a setup, it's just a gamble. So setup is a F, entry F, execution I don't know, pass, I guess. Overall trade F. It's one of the few fails ever. But yeah, I knew it would fall a lot, and I was just at that point. At this point, I was just tied to the stock, and I didn't care. So I took a chance, and it failed. Yeah. Meta. Yep. Oh, Holo. Yeah, this one. Gosh, I should have stayed away from the stock. Another trade I shouldn't have taken. The entry on this is C minus, execution A, setup D plus, overall trade D plus. Yeah, I was trying to catch it off the 9. The stock wasn't strong enough to, and yeah, no, bad trade. This one, not so bad. I wanted to get in here, but as I look back, it already taken off. So I think I was again emotionally tied and maybe had a bit of FOMO on this one because I missed this breakout. Yeah, that's that. Dang, another stock, GX. This one was not too bad of a setup. I just wanted to make a few bucks back, so I wasn't gonna play around with it and wait for it to hit anything. Just wanted a quick gain to recoup some of my losses from earlier from NVDA and whatever. So I got in about here early, got out somewhere around here. But had I stayed in it, that would have been an extra few $100. Easy. So the graded setup is a B plus. I say B. Entry A, execution pass, overall trade A minus. This was just stupid. I woke up from a nap and just wanted some action, and yeah, Setup is a D. Execution A. Entry C. Overall trade C.